Hey folks, it's me, M64 Bros, and I've just played Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for a few minutes, and I can confirmedly say it's absolutely fun and it was totally worth the wait. The graphics have improved ever since the first game and the Miles Morales game. The suits look absolutely phenomenal, and the combat is absolutely satisfying as always, and the free roam as well. I know some people will disagree with me on this opinion, but I kinda like the old gadget wheel better. The gadget wheel on the corners on the bottom screen are pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit like distracting when I'm fighting enemies and looking at which gadget to use and which ones to not use. I'm still getting used to that technique, but overall, the gadgets aren't really that terrible in the second game. I just wish the old gadget wheel from the first game was in the second game. Because honestly, I like that a whole lot better because it gives me more time to plan which gadget to use and which gadget not to use so I can easily take out a ton of enemies. As for the new parrying attack, it's got me a little complicated to get used to, but honestly, after trying it a few times, I finally mastered countering attack the enemies. For those that saw my community post and for those that didn't, you can already tell that I chose the original classic suits. You know what they say, no one beats the original. So going forward, I prefer these suits over the rest of the suits. So basically, I always main the classic suits, and they're pretty damn iconic. While you fight a lot of bad guys with flamethrowers and other stuff or hunters, you will also randomly run into Miles Morales as well, and he will fight with you. And what I love about fighting with him is at the end you get to do a fist bump, do the pointy meme, or give each other a nice big hug, which I find very wholesome, and it's really damn fascinating. What I also love about the second game is your suit gets battle damage whenever you take damage. Something that the first Spider-Man game never accomplished, but somehow Miles Morales got it, and I'm glad they brought it into the sequel. And I really love the detail on the damage of the classic suits, and it's really damn cool, and it's better than the battle damaged classic suit from the first game. Also, what I love about the game as well is the controller itself. Whenever you shoot out a web, the controller will have a web shoot sound effect to it. Also, yeah, the controller itself does make sounds like the whole phone ringing, beeps, shooting your webs, and other cool stuff. And I always find it really satisfying when you break Marco's memories, rock themes. And it almost feels like you're actually breaking a rock, and you can feel the controller HD rumble as well, which is really damn satisfying. And of course, they got my favorite, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, which is arguably everyone's favorite suit in the game, and I agree with them on it. But I'm still sticking with the classic suit because it's my favorite suit in the game, along with the Miles Morales classic suit. And of course, there's the web wings. I only tend to use them a tiny bit because I like web swinging a whole lot better. I still use the web wings most of the time, but I like web swinging better. Overall, the game itself is really good. Of course, I've gotten through the part where you reunite with Harry Osborn, and he's gonna show Peter the Foundation, and I believe from there we go to Coney Island. And yeah, overall, I'm really starting to love this game big time. Now here comes the however part. While I was watching a few honest, realism, grounded type videos on the whole criticizing Marvel's Spider-Man 2 situation, I can almost see why Spider-Man 2 never won any awards at the Game Awards. I decided to take a deeper look into both Reddit and Twitter to see more information about it. There was a tweet that was already deleted, and it was a picture and footage of Brian Anderhar having a face chat meeting with the CEO of Insomniac Games, and another article mentioning something about Insomniac Games' heated Sony meeting. And here's what I'm gonna say about the situation. From my point of view, Sony is probably pushing Insomniac Games to milk the Spider-Man IP. I'm not trying to say Insomniac Games should stop making Spider-Man games, don't get me wrong. They can make Spider-Man however they like, but I have a gut feeling that Sony is pushing them just so they can keep the Spider-Man IP on their own. So basically, in order for Sony to keep the Spider-Man IP, they have to milk us a bunch of lousy spin-off films, some successful films, and yeah, that's basically how it works. However, I do not want them to push Insomniac Games to make Spider-Man games. I'd rather let Insomniac Games focus on their own path and do what they need to do. Let them focus on Marvel's Wolverine, probably another game relating to Ratchet and Clank, or a new series we haven't seen before. I just don't want Sony pushing them too much. By the end of the day, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a marvelous masterpiece still, and it always will be. And I'm really looking forward to the third game once it comes out. Lastly, here's the thing. For those wanting a PS5 just to play Marvel Spider-Man 2, don't rush. You'll still be able to get the game, but take all the time you need to save up your money. The reason I'm bringing this up is because, for one, I feel bad for those who are unable to get a PS5 or find a PS5 or even afford one, because not everyone is able to afford a PS5 just to play Spider-Man 2. However, thankfully, Sony managed to put both Spider-Man and Miles Morales on Steam, so that way, everyone can have a chance to play those games. And believe me, as someone that has played both these games on PC, they're pretty fun, and they're a perfect treat for you guys while you're waiting to save up your cash for a PS5. Also, I tend to take my Steam Deck with me as always, along with a TV adapter, to hook it up to the TV, so that way people near me will have a chance to play Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales while they're saving up for a PS5 just to get Marvel Spider-Man 2. So what I'm technically saying is, don't rush to get a PS5 just to get Marvel Spider-Man 2. Save up your cash, and if you have enough money, you'll just get these two on your PC and play them while you're waiting to save up your cash for Spider-Man 2 on PS5, or if Spider-Man 2 does come to PC eventually. Take all the time you need. Hope you guys liked this video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And for those that want to become PSN friends with me, my username is M64Bros as always. Other than that, have a nice day, peace out.